Here we are at the Daytona International Speedway for the Clash. We didn't want to go back to the Coliseum because that was lame. So we're here. 20 drivers for 20 laps around this amazing racetrack. Next week is the actual race at Daytona, so stay tuned for that. But today we have the top 16, well, it would be the 16 drivers who made the playoffs. But since Simon Belmont retired last season, it's the 15 left that are in this race. Plus any past champion, so that Shrek is in the race. And then the four highest finishers from last season in the points. On the front row here. Wow, that crowd is in my left ear. Hold on. That's awful. I hate that. Anyway, I guess that's the best I'm going to get. On the front row here, Ryuko Matoi in the 51 with Barrett Wallace on the outside. Row 2, Yuki Kisaragi and Peter Griffin. Row 3, Richard Watterson and Shrek. Row 4, Jonathan Joestar and Banana Joe. Row 5, Mr. Beast in the KHI car and William Afton. Row 6, Waluigi and Sid Highwind. Row 7, Shadow and Ronald McDonald. Row 8, Marky Plyer and Arthur Morgan. Row 9, Luigi Mario and Jackson Barella. Then rounding out our field is Andrew Barella and Jake McIntyre. As I've said before, 20 laps today. No points are going to be awarded. It's just going out and driving today. So yeah, we'll see you at the green flag. The field makes their way into turn 3. Anybody can win here today. It's not going to affect anything. I'm not sure if they'll crash with how little cars and how little laps, but we'll just have to see. As they make their way off turn 4, the pace car is going to make a left turn here shortly. And the third season's going to be kicked off. Ryuko Matoi and Barrett Wallace going to lead them to the green flag. Into the tri-oval. Green flag in the air. It's the third season underway. Lap 1 complete. Ryuko Matoi led the lap. Second place there, Yuki Kisaragi. Came just short last season of winning the championship. Hasn't won a race yet. Even if she wins this one, I'm sure that'll mean something to her. Barrett Wallace there. Didn't make the playoffs. but finished high in the points, so he's here. Richard Watterson, after the closer of SHR, is now in the 18 car here. Other driver changes that you can see. Shrek is in that Thor Sport number 88 car. Come back here a little. Shadow is in the 45 now. Same team, just different number here. Here's Sid, our last season's champion. Come back here. You see Jackson, Jake, Andrew, and then this 36 car is what next to Andrew is Arthur Morgan. And then obviously rounding out your field, you have Ronald McDonald there. But as now Jonathan Joestar goes to the lead, you see Mr. Beast there in that 4 car. That's Kevin Harvick Incorporated, not Stuart Haas Racing. Haas did continue to have a team here, and that goes to the 41 car. But not Stuart Haas, just Haas. We're on lap 4 already. Jonathan Joestar out front. 3 wide further back. Barrett Wallace stuck on the outside line as he's getting passed by Shadow and Banana Joe. Make that William Afton and Jackson Burrell. He's going to fall all the way back to the end of the field here. They continue to make their way down this back straightaway now. Markiplier in the 38 car pushing Waluigi by the 77. Luigi Mario in that 8 car didn't have the championship race he wanted. Lap 5 now. Gonna try and keep it pretty calm today. At least I think so. We'll see. Markiplier in the 38. Running in second. Now looking for the lead. He's pretty good on these super speedway races. Won at Daytona a couple seasons ago. He won at Atlanta last season. Led a lot at Talladega. Marks just kind of comes up front here on these plate tracks. So now here comes Shrek in the 88 car. That new Toyota. Whoa, big block by Luigi there. He's actually going to get to the inside of Mark. Further back, you see Peter Griffin on the outside line now. 3 wide. Ronald goes to the inside of Sid, and Richard's going to get out of the line. Off turn 4, Luigi now the leader. The 8, 38, and 88. 1, 2, and 3 here. Shadow now in the 45 car. Was in the 67 for the same team. But the 67 belongs to Mako Mankanchuk now, as the 50 car doesn't exist anymore. Goku has been moved down to the Truck Series. We'll see him Saturday night. So now here comes Shrek in the 88 to the lead. Off 4. 2x2 throughout the field. Andrew getting into the door of the 4 cars. They're 3 wide now. And almost shuffling around off the tri-oval there. All 3 FRM cars are in this race. That's the 34, 36, and 38. I'll expect them to have another good season. Hopefully. Shadow takes the lead. Jackson Barella right behind. Jake McIntyre third on that inside line in that pink and black and blue car. Into turn 1 once again. Lap number 9. Not a lot of drivers, so I mean, if this gets hectic, we still have 22 other drivers we can add to this for the 500 next week. Now Jackson goes to the lead here on the inside. Help from the 91. Jake McIntyre got turned and wrecked out of a championship. Was probably going to make it in and then got junked. If that didn't happen, Sid Highwind probably wouldn't have made it. And he probably wouldn't win the championship if the 91 didn't get turned by Grug. Because if the 91 stayed in the position he was in, then Jake would have been in that championship 4. So now Ronald McDonald in the 23 car is going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Barrett Wallace in the 31 car's back, and here comes Andrew in the 7. He wrecked out of the championship race. Oh, trouble! Shadow and Jackson. 45's around. I'm missing it. Shadow into the wall. First casualty of the season. Gets it back going here. They still have to race back to the line, though. Jackson with damage as well. Or maybe they already made it back to the line. These guys are already going slow. I think the caution might have came out when half the field was ahead of the line and half the field wasn't. Maybe that's why these guys are racing back and the others aren't. I don't know. Ronald McDonald's going to lead them back to the line. We're over halfway done with the race now, but we're going to have a caution here, and let's go take a look at what happened. Coming into the tri-oval here, they're just going to squeeze together the 21 and the 45. They're going to slide up the track. 45 goes around into the outside wall. He's going to get righted here. Another angle of that. On board with Jackson. We'll be back with the restart. Well, I missed the restart somehow. I don't understand how they went from turn 2 to turn 1. I didn't let it go that long. Anyway, Yuki Kisaragi making a move on Ronald McDonald here. 5 laps remaining. Andrew Barella making a move on the inside. Here comes Shrek as well. So the rest of the field's back here, trying to catch up. I don't know how they got a little spread out here. Jackson off the pace. Shadow, even though got the worst of it, isn't really off the pace at all. He's at the back of the pack now. He might start losing ground. Up front, we have a single file train. The 3 car out front, followed by Andrew in the 7. Shrek in the 88 is going to make a move to the inside. Try and get around the 23 and the 7 now. Luigi's going with, so's Markiplier. Yuffie comes down the track to block. 4 laps remaining here in the clash. Into the tri-oval. The 88 going to the lead now. 3 laps remaining. Here comes Shrek. Two by two behind. Jonathan Joestar catches up with the lead pack. Luigi looks slow now. Here comes the 8 car. Field spread out. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. Marky Plier, here he comes to the lead. Into turn 1. Give you a look at everyone else. Several guys spread out here. Sid Highland. Jackson off the pace, but into turn 3. Once again, the 38 out front. Here comes the 11 of Waluigi with him. Arthur Morgan caught the pack at some point. So now Waluigi goes to the inside. White flag, 1 lap to go here in the clash. Wario and Yuffie go to the top for some reason. There's no room, not a lot of room up there. Waluigi is your leader now. Here comes Arthur Morgan in the 36 on the bottom. Jonathan Joestar looks low. Ronald McDonald as well. Here they come through into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Side by side for the lead. The 77 and the 11. Jonathan's going to get out front here. Does anyone make a move? To the checkered flag. Jonathan Joestar wins the clash. The 77 car is going to win the clash. Waluigi comes in second. Ronald McDonald in third. Marky Plier fourth. Arthur Morgan fifth. Luigi in sixth. Andrew seventh. Shrek in eighth. Yuffie ninth. 10th place is going to be Jake McIntyre. Mr. Beast in 11th. Ryuko Matoy in 12th. 13th is Richard Watterson. 14th, Peter Griffin. 15th, Sid Highlands. 16th is Barrett Wallace. 17th, Shadow. 18th, William Afton. Jackson's in 19th, and the 34 car is out of the race. We're going to have to see if something happened to Banana Joe there. The only thing I could find for the 34 car was he was running on the apron after the last caution. It looked like he was off the pace on the apron. So he's out. He's out of the race. But Jonathan Joestar wins the clash. Give you a look at your results here, and yeah, add 22 more cars to this, and we'll see you next week at Daytona. The truck race 9 a.m. on Saturday, Cup race 9 a.m. on Sunday. And 9 a.m. Pacific time, I should say. So we'll see you then.